Hey everyone, welcome back to 5 Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today is Monday, May 24th of 2021. And today we're going to look at Chainlink. We're going to look at Chainlink on the daily, the weekly time frames. We're going to look at what's going on now, what levels we're approaching, where we could maybe see some resistance, some support. We're going to look at what prior moves have done in the history of Chainlink. We're going to look at what's going on, what I think could be coming in the future, levels to watch in the short term and long term. That's all today. We're going to jump right in. We don't do any BS, hype boy, moon boy predictions, nothing crazy. We just do stick to the charts. And that's it. If you like that, subscribe to the channel. Give us a thumbs up here on this video. And if you want to see more stuff like this, more in depth, check us out on Patreon. I have a private Telegram on there. I do over 100 different charts and little snippet videos, like 2-minute videos. Those are all in our private Patreon. That's not published anywhere else. So maybe that's worth it. It starts at 35 bucks. A lot of people like that. I do daily little snippet video updates on charts, post little clips, post, just little bits of tidbits of information. So if you like that, you want to try it out, just try it for 1 month. You don't got much to lose. You got a lot to gain. You might love it. No commitment at all. Just try it. If you don't like it, you can leave. All right, enough ramble. Let's get right to it. Link on the daily chart. Look at our bounce today. So far, pretty nice. Link is up more than most, but not all. I think Matic is on an absolute tear. Matic is, I think, up 50% almost. Pretty nuts. But Link up 23% so far on the day. Excellent. What is our next level of resistance? I'm glad you asked. Plain and simple, the 200-day moving average. Right now, around $27. That's where I would look for first. That's our first resistance level, in my opinion. Everything I give is just my opinion, not financial advice. So take with it what you want and leave with it whatever you will. 200-day, first, right around 27. That's our first level that we need to watch. If we break through that, what's our next level? The 100-day, of course. What else have we got going on in this picture that doesn't look so good? Well, besides the blood red waterfall, I would say the 21-day crossing the 50-day is not the best sign, but have we ever done that in history with Chainlink Chase? That's what you asked. I just heard you, and I'm glad you asked. Let's go back and look. Of course we did. Of course we did. Look back here. A lot of turmoil, a lot of dropping, and the 21 crossed the 50. How's it happened before that? Let's continue. Yes, the answer is, of course, even before that. Yes, it dropped right here. Once it crosses, the bottom was really kind of right there. Once it crossed, the bottom was really kind of right there. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Nice big run up. This is our big run up last summer to the $20. Before that, Link's kind of still getting its footing, so we don't judge it any coin too much on really like the first year. After its first big move, then you can start watching it. So if our previous two crosses of the 21 and our 50-day were met with pretty much the local bottom at that point, look at our cross. Look at our fell. We fell to $15 yesterday. Nuts. If I had told you, if I would have told you back in early May that, guess what? 2 weeks from now we'll be at 15. There's nobody on planet Earth that would have been like, yeah, you're probably right. But that's how fast crypto can change. So if you're new, that probably shocked the shit out of you. It's pretty shocking how far we dropped. But not all is bad. I think we're still on track. And that's not just my opinion. That's the charts. What do the charts say that maybe thinks... I just talk like Jar Jar Binks. Methinks. Let's just jump into it before I keep bumbling and stumbling. Let's go to the Link weekly chart. So on the weekly, this is Chainlink on its full entirety history. All of Chainlink's history. Look at the formations here. We got a rise up to our local high, consolidation up to the same local high. We break through it with an explosion, forms a new local high. Come back, consolidation, retest it again, come back, consolidation, break through it with an explosion, new all-time local high. Come back, resistance, consolidation once more, breakthrough, previous local top, explosion, new all-time local high. Are you catching the patterns here? And you're like, well, Chase, that was a huge candle. Look at the correction. It was 51%, 50% correction. That's never been done, right? I'm glad you asked. Let's go back to the good old March 2020 drop. How much was that candle? Almost 49%. Roughly 49% right there. 50%, roughly 50%, roughly 50%. Look at this candle back here. 50%. It's not that abnormal. It might seem abnormal because maybe you're newer and you've never been around for that kind of catastrophe. But was it a catastrophe, or are we still on course? I'm glad you asked. Let's look at this drop here. I think, in my opinion, we're rhyming with a similar move out of this location here. History doesn't repeat, but it often rhymes. And if we're going to rhyme with this, maybe we'll rhyme with this, right? Look at the candle drop, roughly 50%. Look at the candle drop, roughly 50%. Right to the 100-week moving average. Almost right to the 100-week moving average. Roughly 50% drop. Roughly 50% drop. Look at the volatility ensued the next week. Up to the 21-week moving average. Rejected, came back down to the 100-week. Popped back up again. Closed almost where it opened. Look at where we are now. We're going up to the 21-week. If we get rejected, we'll probably come back down. Test somewhere around the 100-week again. $15, $16, $17. It's unlikely that we're going this low again. I do not think we will see 15 again. We might see 15.50. Chase, you said we weren't going to see 15. We're at 15.67. Exactly. You're going to make a slightly lower high if we come back down. I would bet on it. This one, slightly lower. This one, slightly lower. Slightly higher. That's what I meant. Then look, it's not like we just come down on these catastrophic dumps and just moon back, okay? It's not how it quite works. Look, we have to build a formation base, and people have to feel comfortable again. That takes time after certainly these kind of moves across the board. 1 week after the drop, 1 week, 2 weeks, really 3 weeks before we get moving again a little bit. Expect that again. Not mirror, but rhyme. It could be 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It could be 1 week. Something similar to this, I would expect. Okay. What if we're on track, and that wasn't abnormal, Chase? What could we expect out of Link in the coming weeks, months, whatever? The rest of 2021, what could we expect? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a bars pattern. If we're expecting something similar to this, let's see what that move was. Yay! Look at that. Same thing. I'm not making this up. This has happened already. Let's move it over. Now remember, we took from this second week candle, so we have to match that up. Let's match that up and pretend we do that, and let's put our candle right at the top of our 21 week and we do something like this. Okay. If we were to repeat something similar, not that it has to do exactly, it likely won't. Look at the top of the price. Are you seeing it? If you need help, it's over here. It's over $200 here, folks. Does that look that crazy? Not to me. There's a peak. There's a peak. There's a peak. There's a peak. That would put it like the end of Halloween. Happy Horror Nights. Your portfolio's tripled. Quadrupled at this point. Jesus. That would be okay with me. Would you take a 4X sometime this year? Even if it takes till December, this doesn't have to play out exactly like this. It could take a few months longer. It could take a few months shorter. It's going to depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin gets back above its 21-week moving average, that will be key. And then Bitcoin can hug its 21 like this, and Chainlink can get back above its 21 week. Because look at this 21 week right here. You can kind of visualize that this 21 week right here would kind of be right under these prices again, just like it was back here. You could see it already curving them back a little bit, just like it did back here. history doesn't repeat, but it does often rhyme. Chainlink is a superior example of rhyming, not mirroring. Very just ebb and flow of the hills, and it just continues to just gain constantly, pretty much since inception, up. This move might sound insane, but it doesn't look that way on a big macro scale chart, does it? Not to me. It looks kind of just par for the course. So is a $200 possible this year? Of course. There it is. Is it probable? I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know if it's probable. We have to see what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin gets back to its 21 week, you can bet on it. It's very possible. But I'll leave you with that today. Hopefully this helps in the darkest of days that you've probably had over the past few. Nobody really saw this coming out of the clear blue. Not many, if any. But as you can see, as we've covered today, nothing is that abnormal about it. All right. I'll let you go. If you want to, you can click off now. Find us on Patreon, like I said. Let's do a car of the day. Car of the day is a special one today. Link's back above 20. The sign's back on. We're going full out here. It's my dream car. Like real life dream car. Not like a Bugatti Chiron for $3 million. Just McLaren 720S. I'd love to get this at some point. This is a special edition. You see the carbon base here? Check this out. It's super detailed. It's even got the actual McLaren paint on it. And it's, you can see this back plate maybe. 21 of 49. So it's only 49 on the planet like this. Pretty cool. This is my special baby. He stays in the case. Look at the inside. It's like the inside seats are even painted. It's pretty wild. It's got Alcantara seats. Everything's realistic. Just like the real one. All right. Well, for the 6 of you that are watching now, I appreciate you staying around if you have. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. It helps me out. I don't know what. I just do it because other YouTubers tell me to. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe. Check us out on Patreon. You might be so happy that you did. I'll be there. I'm there every day. Private Telegram. It's included. Cool stuff. Plus you get to see me every day. A lot more. That's worth it. Have a good one, guys.